everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome to a Throwback Thursday. I am starting off by using the kit that I got from the scrapbook store, Tatter Pages, and I'm using this sketch. I signed up for the big picture classes. This is the Sketch Solutions by Donna Januzzi, and I think registration for the class is actually over. But I want to try and I have my go-to scrapbooking layouts, which I love, but I want to try doing different things, and these are just very basic sketches, and she kind of shows you how to dress it up a little bit. So I just wanted to try the class out and see what I thought of it, and I think the price was reasonable. I think it was like, I don't know, $30 some, and I think it's a 3-week class or something like that. So the picture I'm using is actually from one of those Advantix cameras way back in the day where they would do the panoramic view of the pictures, and sometimes I always forgot to switch it over from regular 4x6 over from panoramic. So this picture actually here, I'm really glad I caught it in panoramic. It's of my brother who is trying to till the garden and plant it, and Natasha is over trying to help pick the rocks and everything out of the garden that we were trying to start. So this again is a Throwback Thursday, and it's more like for Natasha than it is for myself. I'm just trying to get some older pictures scrapped. So you could just see I had some of these cork arrows, and what they're actually from is I was at the scrapbooking store, and they had some cork paper, and they had the Tim Holtz arrow die, the new one that's out, and we ran it through a couple of times, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So I said, you're not going to throw away those arrow pieces? And they're like, well, probably. And I said, well, let me see if I can do something with them. So actually what I did is I just cut some of them out. Of course, you can't cut all of them out. But I just kept the outline of the arrow and just kind of cut around it just to kind of keep that fun arrow shape, but it's just the outline of it. And then here, I also cut one of the I have one of the branding strips actually from a previous layout that I had made, and I'm just going to use it up at the top to kind of just section off the picture from the bottom bits of the layout. So the bottom square sections are all 4x6, and then that corrugated brown piece is 2x6, just to fill in the space for that picture. So, and then I just went through some of the bits of paper, and here's this journaling card, and that's from that cut apart sheet, and I really like the look of it, and it just had some rough edges, so I just wanted to chop those down a little bit. And here I'm just putting down that strip. And because of that corrugated cardboard, I needed to kind of elevate the journaling card, because otherwise it would sit uneven on the page. So I put some foam tape on the side that's going to sit on the paper, and I actually am going to add a second strip in the middle just so that they are a little balanced. Otherwise you don't get that sag in the middle. So, and here I'm just taking another one of those cork arrows that I had cut out, and I'm just gonna back it with some more of this paper that's from the kit, and I'm just messing around with some placement of some things. If I was to do this layout again, I know I would do things a little bit differently. So I think what I would probably do is, rather than put all of the clusters and everything on the bottom, I would probably concentrate it more on that top line and then have it variegated down, rather than it having that separation between the picture and the pattern paper, and then all the clustering and everything on the bottom. But hindsight's 2020, and I still like the layout anyway, but again, it's kind of different than what I'm normally used to, so you know, it's okay. So here you can see I put some of those foam thickers actually on the packaging that I use for my stamps. I wanted to just kind of see where the placement of my title was going to go, so that I could stamp out the rest of my title. So the title is going to be the start of something new. And so I used some Hero Arts Navy ink to stamp out the start of. And now I'm going to put this something new down, but I knew I wanted like almost like a washi tape or something, like a strip underneath the title, just so that it didn't feel like the title was floating. So I'm just cutting a strip of this paper from the branding strip. I didn't want to cut that whole 12 by 12 sheet of paper when I just needed a thin little strip. So I'm just going to kind of use that in place of washi tape. So here I'm just putting the title down, the rest of the title down. And it just kind of overhangs over the edge, but that's okay. So here, I'm just going to start kind of building the pieces up together. It's just going to be very simple on the bottom. I'm going to put that one arrow and kind of point towards the title, and then that's going to draw your eye over towards where the journaling is going to be. So here I'm just going to journal on to that little 4x4 card, and I'm just going to fast forward through this. I don't think you really need to see me write it all out, but basically I just told you the same story, except the only thing I added at the end was, even though we've planted the garden and went through all this hard work, the garden was an epic fail. So that's all I had added at the end. I don't have a green thumb. I have more like a black thumb. I can kill anything. So here I'm just kind of going through some pieces of paper and some embellishments and trying to see what else I can add to layer on top of here. And here's another one of those wooden nickels, I think they're called. They're from Jelly Bean Soup, and I'm just going to add some of these in here. And that other one says tweet, so it's almost like the tweet start of something new. It's kind of cute. And then I just put another one of those wooden nickels on the other side towards where the heart is. And that little banner says, I think it says Hello Sunshine. And just added some more of the, oh no, it says Happy Summer. And then I just added some of those orange bubbles by Queen & Company. And now here are the close-ups of the page. So thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!